Hi folks, welcome back to MetaBox Tutorials. Today, I'll show you how to create a Load More button using MetaBox to let users load posts dynamically without refreshing the page. This makes browsing smoother and improves user experience. Look at my archive page. It's showing some posts already. These posts are stored in a custom post type. When I click the Load More button, it will load more posts and display them instantly on the page. The number of posts to show at first and load each time will be set in custom fields. Let's get started. Let me tell you the concept we'll follow in this practice. First, create a post type for the content. Set up custom fields to store archive settings, and build a settings page to control how posts are displayed. Then, use the MB Views extension of MetaBox to create a dynamic layout and add a Load More button that works seamlessly with it. For this, I need some tools to make it work. First, we need the MetaBox plugin to have a framework to create a custom post type, custom fields, and a settings page. You can download it directly from wordpress.org. Also, you may need some advanced features from extensions of MetaBox, so you can install them separately or use MetaBox all-in-one to get everything bundled together. These are the extensions you may want to activate. MB Custom Post Type to create a custom post type for any content you want to display, whether it's restaurants, books, or other listings. MB Settings Page to create a settings page where you can control archive settings. MB Views to create a template for displaying posts and integrating the Load More button. MetaBox Builder to visually create custom fields for managing archive display settings, including Load More button. Now let's go step by step. Go to MetaBox to create a new custom post type for your content. After publishing, you'll see the created custom post type here. These are some posts in the post type, for example, I created. This content will be displayed on the archive page as a listing. Since the archive page isn't a static page you can edit directly, we'll use a settings page to manage its content and layout flexibly. Go to MetaBox, Settings Pages, and create a new settings page. For now, the page is blank. We'll add content in the next step. To configure the Load More button, we need to store additional settings, such as how many items to show at first, how many to load per click, and how the layout should be structured. We'll create custom fields for these settings using MetaBox like this. Simply add more fields if you want to have more settings. Now, go to MetaBox, Custom Fields, and create a new field group. Just add field types one by one, corresponding to the kind of content. Start by adding a text field for post type. This field allows users to enter the custom post type that will be listed dynamically. It ensures the Load More button loads posts from the correct post type. Next, add a number field for item first to set the number of posts displayed initially. Then, add another number field labeled Item Load More to determine how many additional posts will load each time the button is clicked. The last field is the Select field for column. This is to help users define how many columns the post should be displayed in. After creating all the fields, move to the Settings tab, set the location as Settings page, and choose the created settings page to apply the fields to it. Now, navigate to your settings page, and you will see custom fields displayed. Simply input values in these fields. Now, let's display the posts along with the selected settings on the front end. In this step, we'll create a template to just display posts on the archive page using the settings we configured earlier, enhancing the layout and adding interactive features like the Load More button will be covered in the next part. Now head over to MetaBox, Views, and create a new template specifically for this purpose. With MB Views, you can add some lines of code to the Template tab or insert fields into it by clicking this button and choosing any fields on the right sidebar to get data from them. Since they are on a Settings page, move to the Site tab and choose the fields one by one. It will automatically generate code to the template. You also can set the output of the field. After inserting all the fields into the template, in the Settings section, set the location where we want to display this template. I just keep the settings of the template type as shortcode to display this template anywhere more easily. Notice that you should copy this generated code to use it later. Now, go to any place where you want to display the listing. In my case, I'll create a new page for the archive. Then, add the shortcode block and paste the created shortcode in this box. You can see the values displayed on the front end. These are the settings we configured earlier, including the post type, the number of posts to show initially, and the number of posts to load each time. Next, we'll use these values to dynamically display the posts on the archive page. Back to the Template tab. Add some lines of code. This line of code is to declare that we'll get posts from the post type. I'm modifying it to use the dynamic value from the settings we configured earlier. Next, we'll use this function to get posts. Add div tags and classes for styling. And since we have multiple posts, we have a loop here to display them. Note that this line dynamically sets the number of columns for displaying posts based on the value chosen in the archive settings. Then, just add some default fields from the list on the right sidebar into this loop to display the post's data. Move to the CSS tab. Add some code for styling. Especially use this one to ensure that all posts are visible, since now we just want to display all. These lines of code set the width of each column based on the number of columns chosen. These are applied to the created class in the template to ensure the posts are displayed in a grid format. Now, we've displayed the posts on the front end. But to make it more user-friendly, let's add a Load More button so visitors can explore more content without reloading the page. In the Template tab, add some code to display the Load More button. This one includes the jQuery library from online. Modify these lines of code to create a Load More button. Specifically, this attribute holds the number of posts displayed initially, while this one specifies how many more posts will be loaded each time the button is clicked. And this ID is used to target the button with JavaScript to handle the loading functionality. Next, move to CSS to make a small adjustment. Change this to hide all posts, allowing JavaScript to control how many posts are displayed at a time. And add code to style the button. Now, go to the JavaScript tab to add a function for the button. This finds the Load More button using its ID. These retrieve the values from the button's attributes. In there, as I said before, this determines how many posts are shown initially. This specifies how many posts will be revealed per click. After that, this line displays the first set of posts based on the first value. For example, this has the value as 6. It'll show the first 6 posts. When the Load More button is clicked, this function runs. This one is to stop the default action, which would normally reload the page when clicked. Instead, it will run the code below to load more posts. This line means that after clicking the button, it will show the next set of hidden posts based on the number entered in the field, and checks if there are no more hidden posts left. If all posts are displayed, the Load More button is hidden. That's all for the code. Now, the Load More button is fully functional. When you click it, additional posts appear based on the number set in the custom field. If there are no more posts to load, the button automatically disappears. Beyond simply loading more posts, this approach also allows you to customize how your archive page is displayed. By storing settings like the number of posts per page, column layout, and colors in custom fields, you can easily adjust the page's appearance without modifying any code. This gives you full flexibility to update your archive layout anytime with just a few clicks, making content management more efficient and dynamic. That's the end of today's tutorial. If you want to learn more about how to play around with Metabox and custom fields, custom post types, and settings pages, please watch other tutorials on this channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to us for more tutorials. Bye!